Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I'm going to be trying out the Ace Beaute Glow Essentials Highlighter Palette that I got in my February 2022 Boxycharm base box, which I have a whole unboxing video up here on my YouTube channel if you haven't already seen that. So I'm excited about this because I've had really good experience with Ace Beaute palettes and I love highlighters. I love to have that glowing skin. And this is a $40 palette, which to me sounds so expensive. But this is what it looks like. I love that there's the big mirror here, but there are 6 shades and these are pretty big pans. Oh, I'm excited to swatch these because at first these two look the same. They both look white, but I bet they both have almost like a duochrome different cast to them. So let's start there. Let's start off with some swatches. Ooh, like these look like some very foiled metallics. Like I like my metallics to be very bright. Some of these, like that pink and the white, seem more like shimmers, maybe, rather than metallic. Oh, wow. These are insanely pigmented. Oh my gosh, those are absolutely beautiful swatches. It reminds me of the eyeshadow palette, which when I swatched those, I was so impressed as well. These are like the most pigmented, opaque highlighter swatches. And then I just want to swatch this other white one as well. Ooh, okay, yeah, this one I think has that holographic purple sheen. Okay, yeah, the other one's just like a white silver. This one almost looks like a pink in certain lights with the holographic glow. That is such a fun one to throw into this palette as well. So here are what those swatches look like. Wow, I am so excited about these. I'm thinking this one's going to be the best shade for my cheeks. So let's start with that. I'm going to pick up a fan brush and try it out that way. And then I'm going to try brushing it onto the high point of my cheek. And oh my gosh, that already looks beautiful. Just the moment the brush touched my cheek, it was already looking so pretty. I'm going to pick up a little bit more because it is still pretty subtle when applied with the brush. But it's buildable and so glowy and bright already. It gives such a natural radiance if you just apply it like this, like such a pretty glow. Let's see now, I can't resist. I'm gonna pick it up with my finger, and how about on the other cheek? I apply it like that and we'll see how different it looks, but oh, yes, much more intense. Let's see how it blends out. It might be a little bit emphasizing my texture. And it's a little dry on the face. Like you can kind of see the powderiness of it, but it's so glowy and reflective that I can kind of get past that texture. But wow, look at the difference. Amped up, still a pretty glow, but this is so bright. I love it. Oh my gosh. The pink shade is pretty light, so I don't think it would really work as a blush, but for the fun of it, I'm just gonna go ahead and try it as a little bit of like a blush topper and kind of dust it on my cheeks. It definitely adds that sheen to the skin. I just love the way that catches the light. I think that looks really pretty on the cheeks. It, once again, looks a little dry if you're looking up close, like that powdery finish, but it also has so much sheen to it. But like, look at my skin. It is looking like glass skin right now. So reflective. The rest of the shades, I mean, all of the shades realistically, would look so pretty on the eyes. So I'm like looking at my hand to see which shades I didn't use yet. So why don't I pick up this white called Poppin', which is the holographic white. And I'm going to try this. It's a fun brow highlight on this side. I mean, when it catches the light, it almost looks the same shade as the pink on my cheeks. So it's not the most natural highlighter or brow highlight shade, but it's really fun. For more of that going out kind of fun makeup look, I love a holographic sheen. It just adds a little something extra, a little surprise. But now I'm going to pick up the other shade that's white called Icy. Oh my gosh, so pigmented. Let's see how this is. Oh, look at that. This might be the brightest, most pigmented highlighter palette ever. Like, I just went way overboard with that white silver. And how often, I'm like, where do I even put it? How often can you go overboard with the white in a palette? I feel like that is so rare for a white to be so incredibly bright that a little goes a long way. Like, I always feel like I'm layering and layering up a white silver shade to even see it. But oh my gosh, that is way too much on the brow, and it's like you kind of have to ignore that. That is crazy. This palette is amazing. All right, I just have to pick up the darkest shade. This is called Beaming. I'm sure it's going to be beaming. Let's try this out on the eyelid. Wow. Okay, I love this on the eyelid. It brings so much light onto the eyelid and it's so reflective. I love it. So pigmented. Okay, well, I'm already looking pretty wild with all this highlighter going on. So I'm going to pick up the one shade that I haven't tried yet. This is called Gleaming, and put that on my other eye. Oh my gosh. This one looks like the shiniest penny you've ever seen. Like the most shiny copper. So bright, so pretty. I love this shade on the eye as well. Like a very natural look, having this shade all over the lid, but with that bright shine, it adds a little something extra, but very subtle, and I love that. I love this palette. I am blown away by this right now. If you're like me and you love a bright highlight, this palette gives the brightest highlights. I am so excited to be shining, glistening, glowing. Maybe not quite like this, but I am going to be reaching for this because I am obsessed with how it makes my skin shine. Wow. Well, definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this, what kind of looks you've been doing with it as well. It's almost overwhelming having so many amazing options to choose from in this palette. I'm like, where do I want to put all of these? Because I want to wear them all over like I kind of did today. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.